How El Chapo's son caused a drug war. Joaquin El Chapo Guzman and his son Jesus Alfredo Guzman are two of the most infamous figures in the world of prepared crime. El Chapo, who used to be born in Sinaloa, Mexico in 1957, was once the head of the Sinaloa Cartel, one of the most prominent drug trafficking groups in the world, till his seized by Mexican authorities in 2016. Jesus Alfredo, who is additionally acknowledged as El Gordo, is a high-ranking member of the Sinaloa Cartel and is believed to be accountable for coordinating many of the organization's drug trafficking operations. Today, we are going to have a close look at how El Chapo's son caused a drug war. El Chapo's upward thrust to electricity in the world of geared-up crime commenced in the 1980s when he grew to be worried about the drug exchange in Mexico. He rapidly rose through the ranks of the Sinaloa Cartel, finally turning into its chief in the early 2000s. During his time as the head of the cartel, El Chapo was once accountable for smuggling sizable quantities of capsules into the United States, the use of complicated tunnel structures, and different modern smuggling methods to keep away from detection via regulation enforcement officials. Despite being one of the most desired guys in the world, El Chapo managed to avert seizure for many years, regularly going into hiding in far-off areas of Mexico or fleeing to different countries. However, he was once in the end apprehended by way of Mexican authorities in 2016 and was once as a result extradited to the United States to face trial on fees associated with drug trafficking, cash laundering, and conspiracy to commit murder. El Chapo's son, Jesus Alfredo, has additionally been closely worried about the Sinaloa Cartel's drug trafficking operations. In 2016, he used to be kidnapped by a rival drug gang. However, he used to be sooner or later launched unharmed. However, he has been linked to numerous acts of violence and is believed to be accountable for ordering the killing of several rival drug traffickers. The Sinaloa Cartel is concerned with factoring in and trafficking a variety of drugs along with marijuana, cocaine, and methamphetamine. It has additionally been linked to different crook activities such as cash laundering and hand trafficking. The organization is believed to have a hierarchical structure, with Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, a former chief who used to be arrested and extradited to the United States in 2017, being one of its most generic figures. Despite efforts with the aid of regulation enforcement to dismantle the Sinaloa Cartel, it stays a sufficient pressure in the drug trafficking world. Its capability to adapt to altering situations and its use of violence to intimidate competitors and shield its hobbies make it a complex agency to take down. The cartel's persevered operation has fueled dependency and violence in many parts of the world, highlighting the ongoing challenges posed by way of geared-up crime. Overall, the story of El Chapo and his son is a captivating and complicated one that offers a perception of the world of equipped crime and the effect that it can have on folks and communities around the world. In October 2019, Ovidio Guzman Lopez, the son of notorious Mexican drug lord Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, was once temporarily arrested by way of Mexican protection forces in the metropolis of Culiacan. The arrest used to be a phase of an operation to extradite him to the United States on drug trafficking charges. However, the scenario shortly spiraled out of control, leading to a lethal shootout between cartel participants and protection forces and inflicting a wave of violence in the city. The incident, which got here to be regarded as the Culiacan massacre, highlights the ongoing challenges Mexico faces in its battle against drug trafficking and geared-up crime. To recognize how Ovidio Guzman's arrest led to such a violent confrontation, it is critical to take a look at the dynamics of the Sinaloa Cartel, the enterprise led by using his father, El Chapo. The Sinaloa Cartel is one of the most excellent and effective drug trafficking groups in the world, with a presence in dozens of nations and manipulation over a tremendous element of the world drug trade. The cartel has traditionally relied on an aggregate surrogate of violence and bribery to keep its dominance and has regularly clashed with Mexican safety forces in the past. Ovidio Guzman was once regarded as a vital member of the Sinaloa Cartel, and his arrest used to be considered a sizable blow to the organization. However, it additionally represented a severe venture to the cartel's energy and influence. Furthermore, the incident underscored the broader trouble of corruption and impunity in Mexico, which has long plagued efforts to fight drug trafficking and prepared crime. Despite years of effort and billions of greenbacks in valuable resources from the United States, Mexico has made little development in decreasing the impact of drug cartels and enhancing the rule of law. This has led to a state of affairs the place many Mexicans have misplaced belief in their authorities and their capability to maintain them safely, and has fueled a feeling of frustration and hopelessness that has contributed to the ongoing violence and insecurity in the country. After seizure seized and extradition Joaquin El Chapo Guzman, the Sinaloa Cartel faced a management crisis which led to internal divisions and improved violence. The ensuing gun battles in the city of Culiacan, Sinaloa, resulted in the launch of Ovidio and the deaths of several people, along with civilians. The incident highlighted the power and effect of the Sinaloa Cartel and its ability to venture into the Mexican state's authority. In the aftermath of the Culiacan battle, the Mexican government confronted criticism for its handling of the situation, with some arguing that it had correctly capitulated to the cartel's demands. Since then, the situation has remained tense, with reviews of continued violence and intimidation of the cartel. The COVID-19 pandemic has also had an effect to the cartel's operations, with border closures and disruptions to supply chains affecting drug trafficking routes. However, the cartel has reportedly tailored to the changing instances by growing its production of fentanyl, an effective synthetic opioid. In latest years, the U.S. government has ramped up efforts to goal the Sinaloa Cartel, with a focus on disrupting its monetary networks. In 2020, designated two sons of El Chapo, Ivan and Jesus Alfredo Guzman, as narcotics traffickers and imposed sanctions on a number of their associates and businesses. The U.S. additionally offers a $10 million reward for facts leading to the seizure of Ismael El Mayo Zambada, a key figure in the Sinaloa Cartel's leadership. Overall, the Sinaloa Cartel stayed a significant participant in the drug trafficking world, despite expanded pressure from regulation enforcement and internal divisions. We will meet you soon with a new topic and new stories. Until then, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel and drop a comment. Also, what would you do? Would you release a criminal if a civil war was in question?